This is a story of Dave and Sharon finally living their dreams of sailing to the Caribbean and beyond. Join us while we share our adventures from getting the boat ready and embarking on our cruising life.
I think it's time to go watch a show. These.
Here is a collection of over 150 pond boats. There are simple block-built boats and intricate hollow-hulled sailboats and everything in between. They were collected over a 50-year period by Genevieve and Robert Boxley of Winchester, Virginia.
This was all one collection from somebody that was donated to the museum.
These are sailing models.
Yeah. I had a pretty nice sailing model boat.
Here is a collection of antique outboard motors built as early as 1923.
This is the Deltaville Maritime Museum.
This shop represents some of the tools, products, people, and places that make Deltaville the boat building capital of the Chesapeake Bay.
Cape Myrtle.
The Holly Point Nature Park is part of the Deltaville Museum. There's this beautiful sculpture garden with trails to walk through. There are life-size bronze statues of nature birds in natural poses and habitats. Here we are with our friends Phil and Leslie Burgess. They drove down from Pennsylvania and met us here in Deltaville, and we enjoyed every minute of their company. The dolphin garden made up of 2 bronze dolphins to enhance the park. Turner Fountain is a decorative fountain that was built to honor Andy and Evelyn Turner. There are beautiful trees, plants, and bushes everywhere. The F.D. Crockett, built in 1924, is a 2-log bottom oyster buy boat built exclusively for power. In 1994, she was converted to a pleasure craft, and in 2005, it was donated to the museum. You find a living shoreline and an oyster gardening area where they're working on an oyster reef to improve the Chesapeake ecosystem. The Children's Garden encourages children to enjoy the taste, touch, smell, and look of gardening.
So we're still getting some overheating on the motor. We could go up to about 1600 RPM and it would stay fairly good. And then we it started overheating at 17, around 17 to 1800. It would start. It went up to 200 degrees, which is in its range, but it should stay at 180 period. And so I'm pretty sure that I was getting flow problems. I think I still am for the input to the seawater filter, the sea chest. But then this is the valve that goes off from that down to the Perkins. There's 4 of these valves in a row that come off that sea chest. One goes to the Northern Lights, another one goes to the saltwater wash off, and another one goes to the bilge, but I don't know why. But I don't know if we can see this, but right here, maybe right there. That valve is frozen. Right there, that valve is frozen with just a little bit open. You can see it right there. That's what was left. Okay, and then this moves back and forth, but does nothing. It's broken. So we're sitting here in, what's the place called again? Deltaville. Deltaville. We fueled up with the Fishing Bay Marina, and they have a car, so we paid for the day for use of facilities, and we're going to go over. There's a hardware store and there's a West Marine. We'll see if we can get this whole setup, and I bet you that will fix the problem, although we still have a feed problem to the to this sea filter, to the sea chest. We're gonna run a snake down that when we get back. Alright, so we went to True Value in Deltaville, and we got the whole assembly there, probably for a fraction of the cost of going to West Marine. I don't know if they had it, but it's all the same. It's not the same stuff, but it's same build of stuff, so it will work. It will work. Alright, so the last thing, this was the old gasket. So I bought some cork. I had some here, but it was too thin, so I bought some cork at the hardware store too. We cut it off. So basically what I did is I laid it down over here and just cut down into the groove here, then cut in there, and then we squished it all in. So we added some new cork gasket. All right. Okay, so here's our shiny new valve. She's open. Eventually I'm going to replace these two as well. And the cover that I put the new cork in. And now we're going to go run her and see how she does.
So, we are in the dark. And we got the generator going. It's not really that dark. It's almost 9. It's summertime. Anyways, our electricity just disappeared. Flashed on and off. We have decided to name the electricity system Lucille.
Because
As in, you picked a fine time to leave us, Lucille. With a full fridge of food in picked a fine time to leave us. That's Lucille. All right, so you're doing something there. I don't even know. So I'm just sitting on the floor. Ooh, there's the generator. Let's see if it works. Lucille. Let's see if Lucille works. There's the electricity, which we had none earlier. So, we got this. Maybe. We're all going to be watching. I really don't know what you were doing down in there, but I just figured I'd video something. Oh, by the way, this is how I'm spending my birthday.
yeah.
I'm having a great time.
I feel like Satchmo since we bought this boat. Never had one of these before.
What does Satchmo have to do with it?
He has a sweat rag all the time.
Oh, yes. You don't go anywhere without the sweat rag. Oh my God, that could be disgusting. When you wash it, it's pretty disgusting. So you wash it with the disgusting stuff. You don't put it with good stuff. Right, let's see if whatever he did worked. We don't know. Sure, whatever he did.
It did it. It did it.
It worked.
We did it.
It worked.
We
So
MacGyvered it for the night.
we could get the fridge going. I don't care about the AC.
I do.
I know. Who cares that it's
I
like
don't care
super
about the
hot and
fridge.
humid?
I don't care about the fridge and freezer. We'll just have to eat fast. Eat a lot.
Yeah, no.
And then starve.
No. We can't
That
eat
will
that
be-
fast.
That will be our no fridge diet. Eat fast and then starve.
Yeah.
That was a negative switch.
Okay.
It broke. So there's some negative
So it's a
wires.
40-year-old switch that
There's
broke.
negative wires on one side, there's negative wires on the other side, and that switch connected them together. So it broke. So what I did is took them all apart, took a bolt, and bolted them all together. So today I'm going to take the shop vac
What?
on reverse and blow through the compressor for the air conditioner and see if I can free up some of that line. Eventually we're going to do rid lime through it. Maybe the next anchorage when we're going to be there for a little bit. And I have to reinstall the inverter. So that's not going to be a hard job, but I need to do that. And then we got to run the refrigerator again. But I need to run the air conditioner and make sure that my generator doesn't overheat again. And we'll also check some more with the seacock coming in for the main to see if I can get a flow better from there. Yeah. Slate. And this. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. this way. Now, what have I got here though? This is shore power. Okay, that's black for shore power.
Maybe you
Yeah, so I should have 2 in shore power and then 1 out. That's correct. That's correct. 2 in and 1 out. So in here, I have switch slightly off. Oh well. Can never get those things straight. You'll never know. Alright, so now I gotta switch. Right, so we're coming off from having a challenge with the generator overheating when we were running both the air conditioner and the refrigerator units. And then occasionally it would do it just with the refrigerator unit running. And so we were chasing down water flow and a bunch of stuff. And after measuring a whole bunch of stuff, I found out it was a bad connection or a bad switch. So my Shore generator switch, I have 2 of them. This one goes to the inverter, through the inverter. This one bypasses the inverter, so the air conditioner, water heater, and water maker are on this one. But the refrigerator goes through this one right now because we were hoping we could run the refrigerator with the solar. Anyway, this switch was bad. So as you can see, it was a bigger switch, a big old fashioned switch. And so we were lucky to have a West Marine here in Deltaville, and the Marine allowed, if you paid $25, you can use all their facilities, which included a courtesy car. And the end of a road, what is it, about 2 or 3 miles, was a West Marine, and they happened to have 1 switch. So we got that switch. Carefully open this because it seems to. All right, so this is what. Let's see what goes on. This is what the old switches, the size of them. This is the new switch up in here. And then I had to, because coming in from the generator, I have a line going to both of these. And what I did before is it went 2 into this and then jumpers over to here. And that just wasn't working. So I tried to get a Marine junction box, and they didn't have them at West Marine. Imagine that, unless you get it online and wait a week or so. So we just got a for now we just got a plastic box, just a regular household box, and added some more lines. And then within that plastic box we put the wires together with these nice little things. They're big connectors, they're waterproof, and they're full of dielectric grease, which was kind of surprised. I didn't read it on there. And all of a sudden I'm crimping them up, and all of a sudden I'm crimping them up and all this goo comes out, and it's like, oh, dielectric grease. It's now all working. We ran all night long with refrigerator and the AC going, and the generator worked like a charm. Next step, when we leave, hopefully tomorrow, we'll test the motor and the new valve I put in there, and see if she'll run cool the whole way.
Deltaville.
So we are leaving Deltaville Fishing Bay, and Deltaville. Yeah, I said view, didn't I? Ville. Virginia on the Chesapeake Bay. It was a good anchorage. We'll probably hit it again. We were on the outside over here before, and you can see it's pretty rough over there. And this is a sheltered bay. It gets hit a little by the south winds, which we've had the last couple days, but it doesn't really build up enough to make waves big enough to bother Huntress. She's a big enough boat that she just rocked a little bit forward and back, but not much. And then we have a buddy boat back there somewhere. And that's SV Pegasos. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pegaso. SV Pegaso, which is the Spanish version of Pegasus. We met her and the captain at this anchorage, and we're going to buddy boat up now, going to Sandy Point.
We want to say thank you to all of our viewers who have subscribed and commented. We appreciate your support and feedback. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps us build our channel up so we can keep bringing you more videos.